Have you been looking to relocate to the Las Vegas area and you want to know where everything is? Well, stick around and we'll go over the entire valley and you'll know where everything is and serve as your introduction to Sin City. So stick around and learn everything about where everything is located. Hoorah! Thanks for checking out our channel. I'm Eric Hudson with Keller Williams Realty here in Las Vegas, and I'm a retired Air Force officer. My team and I get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make that smooth move to the Las Vegas area. And hey, we love it. We will work our butts off days, nights, and weekends to make your move easier. It doesn't matter. We got your back. We put out videos every week teaching you everything you need to know about living, working, and playing in beautiful Sin City, aka Las Vegas. I do hope you take a quick moment to smash those like and subscribe buttons so this video and its content can reach even more people via the YouTube algorithm. And hit that bell notification so you'll be the first to know when we have a new video out for you, teaching you everything there is to know about living in Las Vegas. Now let's take our time, chill out, and look where we are and shift around the old Google map. And who knows, maybe even we'll get to Google Earth or something. I'm sure you'll understand. I'm going to be heads down for a bit while we look at the map. By the end of this, you'll know where all the cities are, the master plan communities, and I'll even cover some high-rise condos on the Strip so you have a complete picture. So first of all, let's just go ahead and break this out. This is the United States. This is Nevada. This is zooming in on Nevada. Now, we're looking at the southern Nevada area here. So we're going to try to see what we have here in southern Nevada. Okay, so Lincoln County, it's not very big. It's just north of Vegas. It's about a little under 5,000 people. Believe it or not, makes it the fourth least populated county in Nevada. And the most important part of this is it contains Area 51. So people who work in that area actually live here in Vegas mostly. So Knott County is, according to the latest census, about 52,000 people. It is growing really fast right now. And that's where Pahrump is. You'll see a lot of people starting to make that move to Pahrump, mainly because of the cheap prices. And in reality, due to traffic and everything, you can get to most places in Las Vegas in about an hour or so. So just coming on around the hump from Pahrump. So Clark County is the largest county in Nevada, and it really constitutes the majority of the population of southern Nevada and Nevada itself. It's actually the 11th most populous county in the United States, believe it or not. And I believe Clark County School District is the 5th largest school district in the country. Now then, Clark County, we got a whole bunch of different little cities and everything. Now down south, we have Jean, Nevada. There really isn't much there, but if you look at the, like you see Good Springs here, there's this real famous picture of this bar. And that bar is here in Good Springs as soon as you come in. They actually use Jean as a address. Over here in Sandy Valley, I believe they may use Jean as an address also. But the big thing is they actually have a community there that's a fly-in community. You ever seen those places where there's like an airstrip and everyone has a little hangar and stuff? They have one of those communities in Sandy Valley. I believe it's the only place in Nevada that has one of those. Some of the things down at Jane is they have a little airport. It's really meant for, like, if you want to go skydiving, fly sailplanes, stuff like that. That's there. Also, there is a juvenile prison there. Just south of that is Primm. No one really lives in Primm. It was actually home to some casinos. Some of them are starting to close down. One of the things is if you want to get like lottery tickets for the Powerball and stuff, you go down to Primm because they have it set up where you can, like, a little bit of piece of it is in California. You can just walk around the corner and buy lottery tickets. So that's what people do to get lottery tickets, because they don't want you to have a lottery here because it interferes with the gambling. Okay, next on the list is Laughlin, which is across the river from Bullhead City in Arizona. There's a lot of retirees down there, so I got a pretty good 55 plus community. There's actually casinos down there. I would have a funny story, but it'll take a minute or two to explain. You know what? I'm going to tell this story. A friend of my wife, we were stationed back in Kansas, won a contest, and it was to go to Laughlin. So she goes to Laughlin, and she calls my wife up. It's like, we really want to come and see Vegas. Well, first of all, it's a 2-hour drive down there. You know, my wife drives down there to pick them up, to drive them back, to take them back, to drive back. 8 hours of driving. And by the way, I checked. You can rent a car at the casino they were staying at for $26. All I could think was like, why didn't you just make them rent a car instead of wasting a day of your time? But whatever. Coyote Springs, there really isn't much to see there. It was supposed to be a master plan community. It never really got off the ground. I've been up there one time. They have a world-class golf course up there. And actually, Tiger Woods opened it up. That's about the only thing. Basically, when the 2008 crisis happened, everything stopped and it never restarted. So the next one is Moapa Valley. It's unincorporated town. It's actually next to a few other little things up there. Actually has a population of over 7,000. So if you look at my video about going to Overton and Logandale, that's pretty much it. That is Moapa Valley. It is a heavy LDS community up there, several wards. I actually sold a house up there one time. Mesquite is up close to the borders. As you can see, it's like 3 different borders there. You got Arizona and going into St. George, Utah. It actually has a population of over 20,000 now. If you look at the news and everything, it is the fastest growing city or town in Nevada right now. And cool fact, the dog you see every once in a while in my videos, we actually met the people there to get the dog. That was my first time there. Mount Charleston is an unincorporated town and a census designated place in Clark County. Population's a little under 400 people. So Mount Charleston is cool because it's a small little community. It's great to go up there because it is cooler than Vegas. It can be 30 degrees cooler because it's thousands of feet in the air. During the wintertime, for those of you who don't know, you can actually ski here in Las Vegas, and the skiing is in Mount Charleston. And I actually came from Mount Charleston yesterday. We were having a retreat up there. Hopefully I could put a few little things in there as we took a nature hike right after lunch. The tacos were delicious. And maybe you can see us hiking on up into the woods to go to the amphitheater. Cold Creek is another little unincorporated town. You'll see there's a lot of these. Basically folks who are, just want to be off the grid, kind of. Going up 95, we have Corn Creek. It's actually bigger than I thought. I've seen it all the time when I was driving up, when I was stationed at Creech. And one day I was didn't have anything to do. I actually went out there. It's really interesting. They're completely off the grid, and every one of them has a solar panel like on a stick. That's how they get their electricity. There's actually like a rodeo ring in the middle of the community. I found it interesting. I always figured they were like some kind of FDLS thing or something. Surprised someone told them it's like, nah, they're a bunch of hippies and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Now we've hit these little small places, little unincorporated towns and stuff. Little for now. Let's kind of like break things down to the big cities and everything, and then you're going to see that real surprise about Las Vegas. So we're going to start with North Las Vegas, and they have a population of about right under 300,000 right now. They like to call themselves the gateway to Nellis Air Force Base, but if you notice, Nellis Air Force Base is outside of North Las Vegas. So maybe they're the gateway, but Nellis is not in North Las Vegas, even though they have a B-2 bomber on their city seal. Interesting. Nellis is a federal reservation, so it's not in any city. So North Las Vegas is growing. It's got some great stuff up there. Now, in the old days, people would say like, hey, I don't want to live in North Town. That's what they used to call North Las Vegas. Well, there are some great places in North Las Vegas. Right now, they are building up Tule Springs. If you've seen my videos on DR Horton, this place is just building up. You've got Aliante, which is a master plan community. You've got some other 55 plus communities that are building up in there. I never did it. I wanted to do this 55 plus community that was Del Webb, but they were like on their last houses. And it's like, why show you a community that by the time this gets published, you'll never be able to buy into? So I just decided to skip it. And like anything else, you know, you got older parts of town. Those are some of the ones. I'm not going to point them out here or anything, where people say, hey, stay away from there. I can't decide where you're going to want to live and everything. I just wanted you to let you know there are people who are going like, hey, you know, stay away from North Town. Like, no, 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 no. Like this VA Medical Center, I'll tell you this much. The stuff around here is some really nice stuff. And they also have some lots of new houses being built here. Craig Ranch Regional Park is absolutely phenomenal. I like the housing around here. They just finished building out this new housing here, but it was really nice coming out. I sold an Army veteran a place in here. He really likes it. Probably want to add Craig Ranch Regional Park to a video or something one day. Okay, next is the gem of this place, Henderson. Yeah, so a lot of people really want to live in Henderson. You got Green Valley, so Green Valley North, Green Valley South, Green Valley Ranch. You got some like these communities that are like up in these little mountains here, pushing in here. And you got these great views of the city. And now these are multi-million-dollar mansions and stuff, but I've done some videos on them. Also out here you got Lake Las Vegas. Go back, you can look at one of the videos I've done on Lake Las Vegas. This is a very popular area that's coming in right now. A lot of people want to live here. For those of you who want to know, like these little carve-outs, that's unincorporated Clark County. You notice there weren't any in North Las Vegas, but when we get to Las Vegas, you're going to see a lot of them. Now, I really wanted to zoom out just so I can start showing you Las Vegas. Now, look, this outline, you see where Las Vegas is? You notice it doesn't incorporate as much as you would think. You would think all this stuff down here would be Las Vegas. It's not. And if you notice, there are a bunch of holes in it. So the reason for that is that Las Vegas, like all this is unincorporated Clark County, unincorporated. Look at this big chunk here in the middle of Las Vegas, unincorporated Clark County. This big chunk here, unincorporated Clark County, unincorporated Clark County. The rifle range. By the way, this is the world's largest outdoor shooting range here. The Clark County shooting range is the world's largest outdoor shooting range. So just in case you didn't know. So if you're into shooting sports, this is the place to be. Now, as you can see, this is Las Vegas. It becomes difficult because so many things intersect, like Sun City Summerlin, which is a 55 plus community that is in Las Vegas. And so is Summerlin West and Summerlin. But Summerlin South is an unincorporated Clark County. So let's go ahead and go through so you try to figure out where everything is. Okay, let's start over on the east side here, near the Henderson border, east of the airport. We have Whitney. By the way, if you hadn't noticed, airport is not in Las Vegas. So this is one of our unincorporated territories out there. Thing about the unincorporated areas is they have their own town boards, and really everything is handled by the county. And that is actually most of Clark County and most of what you consider Las Vegas. And just north of Whitney, we have Sunrise Manor, which is all south of Nellis and east of North Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Temple is over here. They're also trying to build a second temple in the Lone Mountain region right now. And just south of Henderson, you're going to find Boulder City. And Boulder City, this is a city that was actually built up to build the Hoover Dam. So this is where the people were living at. They actually stayed, built a community. It's about 15,000 people down there. Some of the cool things about Boulder City is they have this like arts thing. I think it's either like once a month or something. It's supposed to be really nice to go to. It's got this real nice old-timey feel. It's supposed to be a really close community. We have an office down there, so one day I'm going to ask them to let me come down and they can show me around Boulder City. Same thing for Mesquite. We have a office up there, and we also have one in Laughlin. Yeah. What's cool is let's see, they got the railroad pass casino here. There's actually some railroad tracks. They actually have a little train that. So you go here to the little railroad museum. It goes between here. It's really cool. Oh, here's a cool little fact. You know those space pens? The ones like when we were kids, those of you who are old enough and had comic books, that space pen at the back and stuff, they're built in Boulder City and they actually work. You can actually go there and get a space pen. Another cool thing about Boulder City is it actually has a gun range that is Class 3 authorized. So if you have a Class 3 license, you know, you got yourself a 50 cal Barrett, got yourself a fully automatic AR-15, you can go down there and shoot it. All you got to do is present your Class 3, have a good time. Same thing with your suppressors. And if you don't have a Barrett 50 cal, an automatic weapon or something, they'll rent them to you. If I can find it, I'll show you my birthday one day when I went down and just went nuts. So Spring Valley. Spring Valley is what we would consider most of what people say the southwest of Vegas. There are other areas we're going to cover. The thing is, the population is almost 250,000 people here in Spring Valley. And it's got some areas like Section 10. This is a desirable area that people wanted to live in. It's not talked about as much anymore. This area here, maybe I'll do a video on it. They got like old style houses. It's not old Vegas, but you know, old big houses. Okay, next we got Enterprise. Just as impressive as large as Spring Valley, almost 250,000 people. You can see here, most of the south is within Enterprise. And we also have like the master plan communities of Southern Highlands, which is a really nice place. There's got a lot of celebrities that live down in Southern Highlands. And also you got the Mountains Edge area. So just a little less expensive than Southern Highlands. And it's still a real easy trip into Vegas because you get to take Blue Diamond Road here straight to the Strip. Speaking of the Strip, guess what? The Strip is not in Las Vegas. The Strip is actually in another unincorporated town called Paradise. And the history of some of these unincorporated towns and why especially the Strip is in one is because the bosses at the time didn't want any control by the city of Las Vegas. I guess they felt they could be better served by Clark County. So that's how Paradise came. Now, if you ever look at the census or something, you look at the MSAs, it's like Las Vegas Paradise because everybody thinks it's Las Vegas. Even the airport here, now Harry Reid, that's not in the city. The city has no airports, none. So all of what you would consider the Las Vegas Strip and all of its casinos, with the exception of one, are actually located in Paradise and Winchester. Winchester, you never heard of it. So some of the Strip properties to the north of town, including Circus Circus. Believe it or not, I like the place, even though people complain about it. The New Resorts World. These are all in Winchester. The only hotel that is actually in Las Vegas is the Strat. And we'll end these unincorporated areas with Summerlin South, which is, of course, south of Summerlin and Summerlin West. And they've got some really impressive areas down here, including the Ridges. If you ever heard me talk about the Billionaires Row, this is the area they're building it in. So really impressive neighborhoods, including like 55 plus communities that are meant for the well-heeled. And now let's just swing around, look at some of the other places. Up in this area here, we have Centennial Hills. This is part of Las Vegas. It's not a master plan community, but it is a major area of Las Vegas. Now, in the good old days, not too long ago, when people said the Northwest, the majority of what they were talking about was Centennial Hills. And right now we have more stuff coming in. So we have like Providence, that's been here since I PCS'd here. And I've done a video on it. I don't know if we're going to link all of these videos I've done in the past. I'm just kind of culminating a few things here. And we go in, this is a master plan community on the northwest. And it's not showing it here. We got a new master plan community that's coming right here. And this is called Sky Hills. As a matter of fact, you should be seeing a video come out before this video possibly, where I've gone to Beezer Homes. I'm just having a little bit of a problem with the editing right now. Sorry about that. But all of this little stuff here, like right up to these are actually like hills and mountains and stuff, is a new master plan community called Sky Hills. One of our latest master plan communities is Sky Canyon. I've done a few videos up there. I'll probably try to tie that together with the entire place. This Smith's Marketplace. This is the meeting place for everybody who lives up in Sky Canyon. You got to go to this place. I'd love to just talk to management, just do a video on it. This thing is huge. You got to see it. And that right now they are actually building Sunstone is another master plan community they're building. I've done a video there, and I'm actually headed. I should have done it today, but somebody else grabbed my time. I was supposed to have been doing some videos up there for new builder Woodside, and I'm supposed to be doing 3 homes or 3 communities, but hopefully I can get it done soon because people are always going after me for my time. Over in Henderson, of course, we got Green Valley North, South, and Green Valley Ranch. Silverado Ranch here. Housing that people desire is in Silverado Ranch. Just west here, you've seen the videos I've just put out on these. They've got some new home builds coming here. And the unfortunate part is there's this little sliver of houses over here. And I kind of did a video on it too, in the same one I did the videos over here, that qualify for USDA housing. Unfortunately, those new home builds are just like right outside of it. So we're not going to be able to get that experience if you're trying to look for something good. Got Rhodes Ranch. This is kind of like a master plan community. It's all gated and like guard gated and stuff. It's pretty decent in there. I had a listing there one time. It didn't sell, but you know, the guy went through 8 realtors. We also have one of our water parks over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, all the unincorporated areas. Hopefully you understand a little bit better, because what I'm going to do now is each week or so, I'm going to put out a more detailed video on each one of these, along with things like where the 55 plus communities are. That way you really, it's like people go like, well, I've never really been there. Now you understand. You could end up buying a house that says Las Vegas and you're living in Spring Valley, or you're living in Enterprise, or you know, Whitney or someplace like that. And that's why I was just trying to break it down. So this is like the initial breakdown video, and then we'll go through all of the different communities, because you don't want this to be a 3-hour video. That's why it took me so long. If I were to go by my original script, we'd be here for 3 hours, because I broke down every high rise, it was just too long. It took me days to write, and then I was like, you know what? They shouldn't suffer through that. If you love the idea of what moves to Vegas stays in Vegas, we'd really love to help you out in your smooth move to Las Vegas and join us here in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. So if you're relocating or PCSing, just reach out, call, text, email. Our information is below. And if you believe you got a little bit of value from this, do us that little favor. Call, text, email. Better yet, get on our calendar. All the links are down below, along with some other great information for you. We would really love to help you out making that smooth move to Las Vegas. To all my military brothers and sisters, Alpha Mike Foxtrot, and as always, everyone else, we're going to keep them lights on for you.